Hi there, everybody, and happy Saturday. Welcome in to the Cougar Cage Smelser Court as we get ready for men's college basketball in the 3C2A, Cuesta and Canyons. The battle of the Cougars here today from Lee Smelser Court. I'm Matt Robinson, glad to have you along with us as always here on the Cougar Sports Network. College of the Canyons trying to find another win. They lost their last time out here at home against Santa Barbara City. Wins have been tough to come by for the Cougars this season, just 2 of them so far on the year, but looking to get back to a winning stance, and they'll need some help from some of their big bodies, especially this big man up front who had a nice game against Santa Barbara in the loss. Roz Orbach, 20 points, his season high against Santa Barbara City College. 24.6 minutes per game this season. He's shooting 40% from the field is Orbach, as he's 26 of 65, does most of his work from inside the paint. The 6'3 guard out of Rabin Tillamont in Tillamont, Israel. He is listed as a guard, but really kind of plays in that 5 position for Canyons, as it's a small lineup for the Cougars this season. So he's been the guy to do that work for College of the Canyons. As you look on the other side, Cuesta out to a good season, 6-3 for Rusty Blair, their head coach in his 33rd here. And Cuesta gets it done by defense. As you look at the numbers between the two squads, Cuesta 62.1 points per game, but on the opposite side, they only allow 62.9. So in their 6 wins this season, they have done a very nice job of holding opponents under 60 points. They've done that 4 times, and it's been under 62 points in all 6 of their wins this season. They're playing in 5 tournaments before they even start in conference play. They're riding a 3-game winning streak right now. They've got 8 international players on their roster, including Alessandro Perotti, who is their leading scorer, averaging 17.4 points and 10 assists per game. On the other side, as we said, for Howard Fisher, it's kind of got to be a high run and gun offense this year for Coach Fisher and the Cougars. 72.8 points per game. They shoot the 3 ball very well, 36.7% on 3-pointers this year, which is 12th best in the state, but it's kind of a live or die by the 3 season for the Cougars. They really need to find a way to be consistent, as that's really what has hurt them at times this year, is that inconsistency when it comes to the 3 ball. The efficiencies for both teams kind of a struggle this year, but that can change as the season continues on. As we get ready for this matchup between Cuesta and College of the Canyons, get the starting lineups for you from each side as we take a look here at Lee Smelser Court inside the Cougar Cage. Cuesta gonna go with Lorenzo Sofoli, Shinichi Ito, Corbin Rossi, Nicola Stanek, and Alessandro Perotti, excuse me. On the other side for College of the Canyons, a lineup we've seen quite a bit this year. Donovan Cornelius, Wyatt Wilson, Mo Pitts, Justin Perez, and Roz Orbach, with the highlight really on Orbach and Perez. They've been the leading scorers this year for Canyons, especially Perez, 16.3 points per game and just about 6 assists per game this season, or a little over 6 assists per game this season. He is their sharpshooter from 3 as well, shooting 51% from downtown this season. He is 18 of 35. That's the 12th best in the state. There's a wait on the opening tip. Perotti and Wilson will leap for it. Perotti at 6'9", Wilson at 6'3", but Wilson can jump out of the gym when you give him the opportunity, and you see it right there. Gets up before Perotti could, wins the opening tip, and Canyons will go to work in their white jerseys, attacking to our left here in the first half. Cuesta in their greens with white trim, moving to our right. Perotti with a rebound off a tip, off the miss from Pitts. Sofoli was gliding through as well. Perotti will catch beyond the 3-point line. Stanek will drop it off. They'll run it through Ito. Ito trying to drive with the left hand, throws it to Perotti, who's down low, misses on the kind of layup attempt, and then just spins down underneath and makes it. So we see Perotti with that 6'9" size, the ability to move down low. Going to be a tough matchup for the Cougars inside, and that's really, I think, what Cuesta is going to try and do all day today, is really get the ball down low to their big man against this small Canyons lineup. Here's Orbach, good bounce pass, finds Cornelius. Cornelius with 2 men on him, has it taken right out of his hands by Sofoli. Sofoli, who averages just a steal a game, has one right there. Cuesta back to work with a 2-0 lead. Foley will work with the ball on his right side, leaves it for Rossi. They move it around Ito. Perotti back out to Ito. Ito for 3. He's their sharpshooter from 3 at 41.3%, but he missed there. Good pass from Ito to Rossi on the far side. His 3 no good. Another offensive board for Cuesta. Ito drives it right to the rack and lays it in. Canyons needs to do a better job at making sure they limit second and third chance opportunities for Cuesta today. Step back jumper from Orbach is good. It's a nice shot from Roz Orbach. Orbach, who shoots 40% from the floor, 26 of 65 this season. Doesn't shoot a lot of threes, just 2 of 9 from 3 this year. Averages almost 10 points per game, knocks that one down and gets Canyons on the board. Cougars trying to go back to work. They got a take away, but they couldn't do anything with it down low. Cuesta into the front court, leading 4-2. They dump it off underneath. Perotti trying to just lay it in on an alley-oop, couldn't get it to go. Canyons quickly in transition. Wilson driving, has it blocked as he got up. As Rossi stayed right with him. Good defense by the Cougars that time from Cuesta. As they try and go to work, good pass into the corner. Ito a 3 short, Pitts the rebound, and Canyons the other way. Pitts trying to drive, had it stolen for a second, but it bounced to Perez, and Perez will reset into a half-court offense for Canyons here. Here's Wilson over to Pitts on the near side wing, guarded by Rossi, gets it to Perez, thought about a 3, instead dumped it off. Cornelius will take a 3 instead and missed it. Missed it off the right the entire way. So far, Canyons, 1 for 4 from the floor. Cuesta 2 for 7. They've had more opportunities as they've out-rebounded Canyons 6-2 here early on. Foley over to Ito. Cuesta will try and again dump it in Perotti, and he's fouled underneath the basket. Gonna go against Roz Orbach here. You're gonna see Cuesta do that a lot today. Alessandro Perotti, like as we said, 17.4 points per game. He's 58 of 104 this year from the floor. That's 23rd in the state in field goals. He scored 157 points coming into today as he gets another one right here, as he's got 4 now, so give him over 160 on the season. 28th best in the state coming in. He's pretty good on the boards with 92 rebounds, 10th best. 70 of those 92 on the defensive glass, which is 6th best in the state. Another Canyons miss, another easy board. Cuesta will bring it back up the floor. Remember, Cuesta playing a lot of low-scoring affairs this year, so for Canyons, they need to find a way to get some buckets, especially from 3, and try and drive the score up. Still fighting, and Cornelius finally going to be called for a foul. Second foul on Canyons here. Foley will run the point this time for Cuesta. Sent it to Ito. Onto the far side, Stanek. Down low, Perotti up top. Ito, 3 from straight away. No good, missed it. Ito cold from 3 here early on. Again, he's their sharpshooter at 41.3%. Although Cuesta does most of their work down low with their big bodies. Good steal from Donovan Chapman that time, but he threw it away, trying not to fall out of bounds. And Cuesta quickly back on a reset attack. A 3 is good from Nikolai Stanek. Stanek 35% from the floor, 40.9 from 3, but only averages 4 points a game. Orbach, a 3 on the other side, just his 3rd triple of the year. Keeps Canyons within 4. 5 minutes gone here in the first half. Canyons and Cuesta here today from Lee Smelser court inside the Cougar cage. Cuesta, of course, of WSC North play this season. now the best team in the WSC North, according to the standings at 6-3. Oxnard's played 13 games compared to 9 for Cuesta. Oxnard 6-7. Oxnard 3-2. Anlin Hancock 5-4. For Canyons, they're at the bottom of the WSC South at 2-6. Only 8 games to their record this year. Orbach off glass, who's had all 5 points for the Cougars so far, but didn't even get it to the glass. It might have been partially blocked by Perotti, who is 31st or second in the state in blocks with 31 this year. He's a force down low as he dumps it off. Very good vision down low this time for an easy bucket from Corbin Rossi. A timeout on the floor by College of the Canyons as they want to talk things over with Cuesta leading right now 11-5 over College of the Canyons. Canyons back to work out of the timeout. Chapman down low. Don't know how that was not called a foul as he got hacked on the arm a couple of times trying to go up, but they say it's a clean play. It'll stay with Canyons here as it went out off of Cuesta. Cuesta with Ryan McNamee into the lineup out of the timeout. Chapman's jumper no good, an air ball. Canyons has not been able to find anything offensively here. Stacey Webb up to the table along with Galad Sigel. Goes out off of Canyons. It'll stay with Cuesta here. Orbach in as Canyons into their first big rotation of the night. Zloka into the game as well as Perotti getting a break on the bench. Ito knocks that one in. 13-5 the lead now. Largest of the day so far for Cuesta. Canyons gets it inside. Ziegel trying to back down Zloka. Instead gets it to Perez. Deep three, no good. Too strong. But Ziegel, the offensive board, needs to move the ball. Does to Webb. Webb trying to drive. Kicks it corner. Wilson for a corner three. Short. Canyons ice cold from 3. 1 of 5 right now. And that, again, we talked about it. They're going to have to really this season live and die with the 3. We saw it in their last game against Santa Barbara. Lost the game late on a late bucket from Santa Barbara in the closing seconds. But Canyons did not make a single 3-pointer in the second half. We're absolutely ice cold, and that was really what came up with the difference. Cuesta quickly trying to run transition. They're going to get called for a travel here from McNamee. Canyons already with 4 turnovers in the ball game. Actually, I think 3 is what they, I think the score just actually ticked ahead. I usually try and stay 1 touch ahead, but it did just tick. So Canyons with 3 turnovers here so far early. Cuesta with 3 steals already. Again, a Cuesta team, 18th in the state in blocks per game at 4.4. They only allow 62.9, and opponents shoot just 38.9 against them, which is 11th in the state. Turnover as Pitts didn't catch the pass from Perez. This is the Canyons team. They're actually very good offensively in terms of their 3-point percentage, like we said, 36.7. But they're even better getting to the foul line. They've drawn 22.5 fouls per game. That's most in the state coming into the weekend. and they're 12th in free throws made at 18. So it's a Canyons team that, besides the three, they need to get to the line and make their foul shots. So far, they haven't been able to do so. Just 3 fouls in the ball game here early on. Sofoli trying to drive, kicks it into the corner. Zloka a 3, no good. Wilson leaps and pulls down the board, rips it ahead as Canyons tries to go in transition, and Wilson will draw a blocking foul against Ito, who was knocked down to the floor. See Gian Figueroa for the first time to take over for Mo Pitts. And we're also going to get Perez off as they bring Orbach in. So Canyons essentially with their 2 bigs in Ziegel and Orbach. The Cougars do have some size on the bench in Proverbs and Ososki, but they don't see much playing time this season. Canyons really going with a small lineup. Wilson, a fall-away jumper from 18, no. Back the other way. Cuesta will bring able to bring it up the floor. Kripak into the game for the first time. Sent it to Sofoli. Now back to Kripak, who drives. Kicks it. Corner 3. McNamee on the way. Air ball in the hands of Wilson, but he bounced it on the end line, so it'll stay with Cuesta here. They'll only have... They're going to talk about it. They only have 8 to shoot right now. They didn't give it a reset. I'm not sure it should be a reset. It was never really possession from Canyons here. So yeah, they say it's an 8 seconds left on the shot clock as no possession was given. So that's a break for Canyons. Right out of the inbound, Kripak trying to drive, gets to the rack, had it blocked from behind by Figueroa. Wilson trying to bring it ahead and then threw it away. Canyons just not doing a good job securing the ball here early on. Finish from Sofoli, who averages 8 points a game, has started all 10 games this season for Cuesta. He's played 20 or more minutes in 7 straight. Webb trying to create something and creates a foul, gets himself to the line. 10-point Cuesta lead here early on. Sofoli will pick up his first personal, 3rd team here in the quarter, or the half. Webb, an 80% foul shooter this year, to the line. Misses the first. Broadcaster jinx, full effect. Happens every time. I can almost bet on it. Second is no good as well. So we go back to work here. Three not there, a foul on Cuesta. Put the ball back in Canyons' hands. It'll be the 4th foul on Cuesta. Perez will check in to take over for Wilson as Canyons goes through the rest of their rotation here. Cougars 5 points from Orbach. That's the only scorer for Canyons. Cuesta 4 points from Ito and Perotti. Petchel picks up his second personal, or his the announcement was second, but it was his first personal. Here's Ziegel trying to drive. Tried to go high off the glass as he was attacked by Kripak from behind, but couldn't get it to fall. Stays at a 10-point lead. 15-5 here in favor of Cuesta. Zloka will leave it for Sofoli. Kripak now back up top. Sofoli guarded by Webb. They work it around. Perotti back into the game, throws it away. Webb gonna try and chase onto it, go right to the rack, lays it off the window and in. Good speed from Stacey Webb, the 5'9" freshman out of Valencia High School. Averages 6 points a game and 2 boards a game. 2 assists a game as well. It's Canyons on the board and back within 8. Perotti underneath, count it, and the foul. count it for Perotti. You can see the good work down low from Cuesta as they work it out to Kripak from Perotti. He tries to drive baseline, then dumps it off underneath. He draws the foul and goes to the line. Perotti this season, 59% foul shooter. He shot a few threes as well this year for a guy that shoots 55.8% from the floor. He's 41% from three, 5 of 12. As he knocks down the foul shot, the old-fashioned three-point play there. Cuesta's lead is now 11. Canyons trying to cut it back within single digits, and they do off of Justin Perez. 3 is first of the night. Canyons needs that to happen more often from Perez as they're back with an 8. Perotti down low. Gets it to Zloko, lays it in. Pretty good bucket for Zloko that time. And Cuesta back up by 10. Orbach on the other side. A good bucket from Roz Orbach. Canyons back to work here defensively. Still trailing by 8. Foley, they'll work it around. Kripak tries to skip it inside to Perotti. Back up top, Kripak, and he's going to be called for a travel. Shuffled his feet. Good defense that time from Canyons. The Cougars, the Canyons Cougars, excuse me, since it's the battle of the Cougars, will need to use their speed today to create those types of turnovers and that type of pressure here against this Cuesta team, as really they do give up quite a bit of size against the Cougars from Cuesta. Perotti showing off his speed, steals it away off a pass to Orbach. Howard Fisher wanted a foul, didn't get it. Zloko underneath will get the basket around Ziegel. We're back to a 10-point game, so Cuesta just trying to keep Canyons at arm's reach here. Webb will settle it down, gets it to Ziegel up top. Now to Perez, guarded by Safoli. Back to Orbach. Now Perez again, and he's bumped for a foul. And again, Canyons drawing fouls, and that's what they're very good at this year. 6th foul on Cuesta. We'll put the next one, put Canyons at the line after the next one. So Foley picks up his second. He'll go to the bench along with Petchel. Frangie into the game. And Rossi back on the court as well. Donovan Chapman with the basketball, gets it to Perez, fake the 3, now steps into a 15-footer short. Good box out from Ito that time to allow Perotti to pick up the rebound. And Cuesta back into the front court. Frangie didn't play in their last contest against Cabrillo, getting in there today. He'll have the ball now and try and go to work. Spun it to Perotti. Now they'll try and send it near side. Ito with 3, looking for his first of the game, and does. Ito's now got 7, 1 of 5 from 3, and the lead back up to 13 here. Canyons needs to kind of settle in. They haven't quite gotten settled. It's been frantic here. Cougars have turned the ball over quite a bit and really have not settled into their shooting rhythm. Credit the Cuesta defense, which has been hounding them. Canyons just 2 of 6 from 3. Cuesta 2 of 12, but they're getting takeaways galore as they get another one right there. Their 5th steal of the ball game. That one goes to Ito. Cuesta will work back the other way. Ito on the wing, guarded by Perez, sends it up top. So Zloko trying to drive, kicks corner. Rossi's 3, no. Canyons can't even get the board as they tipped it right to Cuesta. They had everybody on the inside position and couldn't keep the ball in their possession. Frankie trying to drive against Perez, spins it back. Perotti a 3 from deep, no. Another good rebound on the offensive side from Cuesta, but they turn it over. And Canyons trying to run the fast break the other way. Perez has Orbach with him. Dumps it to Orbach, who's fouled. It's going to go against Perotti, going to be his first. And Orbach will get himself to the line. See the work from Canyons here off the takeaway. Perez slips 1 steal, dumps it off to Orbach, who makes sure he goes up and challenges Perotti and gets himself to the line. Orbach knocks down the first. Roz this season, 75% foul shooter. Wilson and Cornelius back in as Figueroa and Webb off. Ziegel waiting for Orbach here. So back to work, elbow jumper short, lands in the lap of Wilson. Canyons trying to get themselves back within single digits, trailing by 11. Cornelius faked a 3, now wants to drive, kicks back Chapman. He'll set up a 3, no good. Wilson the rebound, trying to spin down low, had it stripped right off of it. Canyons gets a takeaway there. Take that if you're the Cougars from Canyons. I gotta stop that because both teams are the Cougars. Take that if you're Canyons. So they create a turnover and now they try and go back to work offensively. Here's Mo Pitts. Skips it down low. Cornelius get us away from his defender and lays it in. First bucket of the day for Donovan Cornelius. Canyons back to work now. Defensive side of the floor, trailing by 9. Frangie for Cuesta trying to drive. Spins, throws it into the near side corner. Ito with 3 on the way, no good. Ziegel the rebound. This is where Canyons needs to take advantage when Perotti is off the floor, as they can try and start getting to the basket against the smaller Cuesta lineup without their big man in the middle. Here's Perez. Leaves it for Cornelius dangerously. Cornelius trying to slip defenders, gets it to Wilson. He'll put up a 3. Too strong. Good rebound from Zloka. And back the other way. Cuesta will go to work with 4:02 to go here in this first half. It's been a fast first half. It's been a frantic first half. But low scoring by most standards, just 25-16. Zloka fell down as Pitts nearly had a steal. Zloka has it back, trying to drive, and an offensive foul on Zloka. Good job from Perez to draw it that time. As you take another look for Perez, just made sure he got his feet outside the restricted area as Zloka came back to get it and took that charge nicely. Perez now. Perez just trying to force it inside that time, as Cornelius at 6'2" against Frangie, who's 5'7", is a little bit of a Canyons mismatch down low, but they just did not do a good job of getting it inside, and that's going to force a timeout here. A full timeout, so we'll take a break as well. 25-16, Cuesta leading.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
Back inside the Cougar cage here at Lee Smelser Court, College of the Canyons and Cuesta Cougars. Here from Lee Smelser Court, it's a 25-16 Cuesta lead at the moment. Cornelius throws up a wild shot that rolls in. A little bit of luck for Canyons that time. You'll take them any way you can get them. Cuesta on the other side gets a much-needed response bucket after Canyons was trying to get going on a little bit of a run. Ziegel will get a 2 down low. Cougars will get themselves to the line once again. And again, this is a Canyons team. They do a very good job of getting themselves to the line. Perez will go to the line this time. Knocks down the first. Rebecca Stanek back in. Second, no good from Perez, who's usually very solid from the line, leads the team at 83.9% from 3. Now another foul, this one against Canyons. Just the fourth foul on College of the Canyons here in the first with 1:59 to go. Next foul on Cuesta will get Canyons to the line. For the plus. They are already in the bonus. Good rebound from Ziegel down low. Cornelius will send it to Pitts. Pitts will send Perez. Now Cornelius on the far side, guarded by Krepak, trying to drive. Spinning around. Good body control that time from Cornelius as he gets another bucket for College of the Canyons. And right now the Cougars back within 5, trailing Cuesta here. Here's Rossi down low. No answer for Canyons inside the paint that time. Back to a 7-point lead, Perez, Cornelius. Cornelius was 6 right now, second on Canyons in points. Ziegel falls down, he tried to lean against Brody and he wasn't there. Cuesta trying to run the fast break, and a blocking foul gonna be called against Mo Pitts as he never got his feet set, but he takes away what could have been an easy bucket for Cuesta, and it'll make him go back to work offensively in a regular set. Orbach with 9, leading all scorers right now. Ito and Parodi with 7 for Cuesta. Cuesta 3 of 19 from 3, 13 of 33 from the floor. Canyons 9 of 24 and 2 of 8. So the extra possessions right now really helping out for Cuesta as they've got a 7-point lead. They'll get it in play. Stanek will send it to Krepak, trying to drive against Cornelius. Pitts this time has his feet set and draws the offensive foul. Much better work from Pitts this time off the inbound play as he stayed outside the restricted area, had the feet set nicely, and drew that offensive foul. .50 seconds to go here in the first half. It's a 7-point Cuesta lead. Cornelius will send it over to Pitts. Now gets it to Perez. 8-footer off the window is good. Good stroke in rhythm from Perez. Canyons would like to see him get hot. He's got 4 now. Krepak back the other way, tried to slide it down low, and it just unfortunately went off of Pitts' hands. and out of play with 26.7 to go here in the first half. And this one goes out off of Perotti. Good work by Donovan Cornelius that time to try and force the steal. Cornelius averages 9 points a game, 5 boards a game, shoots 41% from the floor, 35% from 3. 6 points today on 3 of 4 shooting, a couple of rebounds and an assist. So trying to make his impact in the starting lineup continue on. It's 11 seconds, 10 now. Canyons will play for the last shot. Now they work into their half-court offensive motion. Cornelius dumps it off. Perez, 8-footer is long. And that'll end the first half, but good work from Canyons late to get themselves back in it. They trail by 5, 30-25 at the end of the first half. We'll step aside. Second half action here from the Smelser court inside the Cougar cage when we come back.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees, they catapult into desirable careers and top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
And your free sub. Enjoy.
That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Make hosting your next event easy with the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center. With over 30 meeting spaces, wireless video teleconferencing capabilities, food service, and technical support available, the University Center has everything you need to make your next event shine. Conveniently located near the 5 and 14 freeways in Santa Clarita, the University Center offers easy access to local airports and many attractions, making it the ideal meeting place for everyone. To learn more about our rental options or to book now, visit canyons.edu/University Center. Welcome back into Lee Smelser cage. Welcome back into Lee Smelser court inside the Cougar cage. Sorry, a little mic trouble. We getting ready for second half action. Cuesta leading College of the Canyons 30 to 25. Before we get to the second half, take a look at the upcoming live stream schedule here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back in action for 2 games next week. Women's basketball on December 10th at 5 p.m. And then the men back in action on the 13th against Los Angeles City College at 5 p.m. Then we'll be off for the Christmas holiday for a little over a week and a half before the Cougar Holiday Classic. Day 1 and Day 2 on the 27th of December and the 28th of December. Canyons will start their Cougar Holiday Classic at 7 p.m. on the 27th against Orange Coast. The other game between Mount San Antonio College and LA Trade Tech will also be on the live stream, and then Day 2 as well. Live streaming here on the Cougar Sports Network December 8th. Then we go to the first of the year, January 4th, our first game in 2025. Women's basketball, their final non-conference game before starting their conference schedule. They will play Porterville in their final non-conference game. Take a look at some of the halftime numbers, first half numbers. Cuesta 13 of 33 in the first half, 3 of 19 from 3. They made their only free throw attempt. Canyons 10 of 26, 2 of 8 from 3, and 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Cuesta out rebounding the Cougars 22 to 15. The turnovers 9 for Canyons, 7 for Cuesta. Each team was 6 points off at turnovers. Cuesta was 7 steals to just 3 in that first half, but Canyons drew 10 fouls compared to just giving 5 themselves. Ito and Perotti with 7 leading the way for Cuesta in the first half. For Canyons, Roz Orbach having his second solid game in as many back-to-back games with almost double digits now. He's got 9 points. And a rebound. He is also the current student athlete of the week for College of the Canyons. Gets a Jersey Mike's gift card with that as well. Good for Roz as we go back to her. Good bounce pass from Mo Pitts to find Justin Perez. Pitts, a guy this season that averages 2 assists per game. He really needs to find more of that. He handles the ball very well. It's just been tough for him to pick up those assists, but nice distribution that time to find Perez. Long pass from Cuesta across the floor. They try and drive it baseline with Stanek. He kicks to Ito for 3, no. Perotti strips down the rebound from Perez, and then he's fouled by Donovan Cornelius, who will pick up his second foul. It'll send Perotti to the line. Cornelius, 6 points and 2 rebounds and an assist. Perez now 8 points, doesn't have a board yet today. This is the guy that leads the team for Canyons, 16.3 points per game, almost 6.5 rebounds per game, leads in both those categories, but has not had the ability to really get going today. 3 of 7 from the floor. He's a 53% field goal shooter and a 51% three-point shooter, as we talked about early on. Perotti knocks down both foul shots. Perotti 60% from the line. He's made all 3 of the foul shots he's attempted today, all 3 of the Cuesta foul shots here in the ball game. Perotti got his fingertips on that one to knock it away from Orbach, and will now try and take him off the dribble, driving baseline, and Orbach just turned it over, threw it right into the hands of Corbin Rossi. Cuesta back up by 5. They work inside Perotti. Orbach just kind of rips him down before he catches it. 3rd foul on Orbach. Ziegel will check in here to take over for Orbach with 3 fouls. Pass from Perotti that time, finds Safoli. Now Safoli a wing 3 off the good work. And he knocks it down. Inside to out for Cuesta. Lead lead back to 8. Wilson, left-handed jumper from 18 is good. Back within 6 here for Canyons. Good shot from Wyatt Wilson that time. Wilson averaging almost 10 a game with 3 rebounds and an assist. Shooting 45% from the floor. That one didn't fall. Perotti, the tip, got it back to himself and puts it in. Perez trying to drive baseline. Good job against Perotti that time. Perotti actually putting his hand up asking for, I think, maybe a sub? Or just saying that was my fault defensively. Catches here. Trying to back down Perez. Canyons trying to triple team him. They do, but he's able to get himself to the line and score the bucket. Brody misses on the foul shot. First time today he's missed on a foul shot. So an 8-point lead once again. Cuesta led by as much as 10 at times in the first half. Wilson misses a 3. Ziegel on the putback attempt had it blocked, so he picks it back up. Cuesta's largest lead in the first was 13. The Cougars down, injured here. Rossi called for the foul. It's Donovan Chapman that is, or Donovan Cornelius, excuse me, that is down. I'm surprised the medical staff hasn't been allowed to come out and check on him, but I think it was mostly just him trying to sort everything out after he took a hard foul. So Cornelius, a 71% foul shooter, will get a chance at the line here. Knocks down the first. Second is good as well. And Cornelius will check out. Stacey Webb will come back in. And they'll have Cornelius go get checked on by the athletic training staff. Maybe bleeding a little bit from the eye. Offensive foul on Perotti. Good job from Elad Ziegel that time to draw it. Perotti out of Torino, Italy. You talk about this 8 international players. Zloka from Slovakia. You've got Pechel from Serbia. Stanek from Deutschland. Kripak from Russia. Ito from Japan. Hinson from Australia. And Sofoli from Verona, Italy. So a couple of Italian players and then a smattering of the European map. And the Pacific as well. And with Japan, as they get a bucket on the other side from Stanek. 41-35, Cuesta leading Canyons. Wilson throws it away. Sofoli will finish with the right hand. As Canyons just too dangerous on trying to move the ball, as Cuesta bringing some up-tempo pressure. Back to an 8-point lead. Ziegel has it stolen. Good job by Stanek to strip across. Ito now. Works it to Stanek, now to Perotti. He'll throw a baseball pass to Ito into his feet, puts up a three, didn't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down by Cuesta after it was tipped by Pitts. And Cuesta will go back to work offensively. Another long pass to Ito, who puts up a corner three and knocks it down. Ito now with 10, Perotti with 13 leading the way. For Canyons, Perez with 10 leading the Cougars. Canyons turns it over again. Aaron pass that time from Mo Pitts that Wyatt Wilson didn't collect. Perez will go to the bench as well. Donovan Cornelius back out there. Back to an 11-point Cuesta lead. Ito with three. Make it 14, the largest of the night for Cuesta. Ito heating up with 13 now. 2 of 9 from the floor before that shot now, or 2 of 9 from 3, I should say, before that shot. Now 3 of 10. And a tie-up gonna be called. Possession arrow with Canyons here, as Cuesta never got a timeout. So Foley diving on the floor, trying to get it. Didn't get the call he wanted. So Foley now up over 20 minutes for the 8th straight game this season. Canyons nearly turned it over off the inbound play again. For Canyons on the other side, Perez continues his stretch of 10 or more points in a game. 9 straight to open the season for him, as he's at 10 so far today. Another turnover on Canyons. Good passing from Cuesta up the floor as they run the fast break. Howard Fisher wants a timeout. Cuesta gets another easy bucket on the offensive side as they just sprinted up the floor. Perotti with the first pass. He'll get the second pass into the hands of Rossi, and they'll finish it off from there. A full timeout. We'll take the break as well.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Perotti finishes off the last one for Cuesta as the Cougars from Cuesta with a 51-35 lead for Perotti. 6 points today, right at his average. 62.9% from the floor this season, as he's 22 of 35. Or excuse me, I said Perotti, I meant Rossi. Rossi at 6 points today. He's 3 of 6 from the floor today. Helping out for Cuesta. 7 different scorers today. 2 guys approaching, or 2 guys at double figures already in Ito and Perotti, both with 13 points. Ziegel, what you can do against Perotti on that wing there. Canyons will try and get Perotti away from the basket. Ziegel will try and drive, and he has it stripped out of his hands by Rossi as he was trying to go up to the basket. Cuesta's done a really good job today. Anytime Canyons does get a step on the defensive side, they've come over and helped out, created a lot of steals. Now not let Canyons getting set. Here's Ito off the baseball pass from Perotti. Great vision from the big man. Give him 6 assists. He's got 13 points, 9 boards. He's a rebound and 4 assists off a triple-double. He only has 3 double-doubles this season. Right now sits at 8 straight games with 10 or more points. Here's Wilson for 3 to try and get Canyons back into it. That's a good open look for Wilson. He's got 5 now. The lead 54-38. Already fouled by Zigel. Sends him to the line. Orbach and Perez up at the table. Brody makes both, put it back to an 18-point lead. Largest for Cuesta has been 19. Canyons needs to find a response. They turn it over. Trying to change something up, coming out in a press here. Couldn't get the steal. Brody trying to work against Figueroa, and they're gonna call a foul on Figueroa. Take another look. Looked like a pretty good defensive play from Figueroa. As Brody catches down low, it might be tough to see on our camera. But it looked like Figueroa kind of tied him up. Doesn't matter, right out of the timeout. Cuesta with a 3 that's no good. And then a foul gonna be called against Stanek. Gonna be the 3rd foul only on Cuesta here in this second half. 56-38. Lead is 18. Canyons needs to get busy in a hurry here, trailing by 18. Chapman trying to drive baseline. Got it to Orbach, who will put up a 3, no good. Cuesta running the fast break, and they get a finish from Rossi on the other end with one hand. It's an even 20-point lead for Cuesta right now. Just running through Canyons at the moment. Webb with a 3. Canyons will take a timeout. We'll break as well. Welcome back in here. Lee Smelser court inside the Cougar cage. 60-41, Cuesta leading. Canyons getting a takeaway. Chapman misses on a wide open layup. Got it back, got it to Wilson. Drew a foul. Canyons will keep with the ball here. Chapman will catch, gets it inside Wilson, tried to work it outside Figueroa, stolen away by Cuesta. Couple of free throws, good. Cuesta just finding answers every time down the floor. Back up to a 19-point lead. For Canyons, you have to find defensive stops, as you need to get buckets on the offensive side. Orbach has it, and the foul right there. Good work from Roz Orbach that time. So he's able to catch, backs down his defender, puts it off the window and in. And Orbach will get himself to the line, looking for the three-point play. Orbach now with 13, give him 14 as he knocks it in. Orbach back to the line, shooting 1-and-1 here. Canyons gets a defensive stop. In the bonus, Orbach will shoot the penalty. Both foul shots from Orbach are good. Again, trying to get to work here, Canyons. Trailing 62-48. Cuesta able to break the press. Waiters with it will send it up high to Safoli. Now to Waiters again. Another defensive stop from Canyons. They'll go back to work here. Chapman fouled. Get it back within 12 here. Brody and Ito coming back in now that it's a 12-point game. Chapman 71% from the line this year. Chapman misses on the foul shot. Gotta make your free throws if you're Canyons. Every chance you get here for the final 8 minutes and 50 seconds. As you're in the bonus, if you can continue to draw fouls, you can maybe scratch and claw your way back into this one, especially since they picked it up on the defensive end. And right as I say that, Stevie Waiters knocks one in on a nice little 15-footer. Cornelius inside to Orbach, trying to back down Perotti, who's going to pick up a foul. It's going to be the 4th on Perotti here. And now the big man has to be careful. So Orbach will go to the line 1-1 here. Next foul will put Canyons in the penalty for the remainder. Orbach makes the first, he'll shoot the penalty. Second is short. Offensive foul on Donovan Chapman for a push in the back. It's kind of a cheap foul to take on Chapman that time. I mean, yes, it's a foul. It's a push in the back. It's one that I think you'd like to be a little smarter with, as you had 2 fouls to give here with 8:11 to go. But now the next will put Cuesta at the line for 1-1. So you kind of lose that advantage a little bit if you're Canyons. Cuesta has Perotti on the bench. Petchel trying to muscle his way inside, could not. Ito trying to drive. Good bounce pass from Ito to Zloka, who's fouled by Wilson, and Zloka will go to the line. He's not attempted a foul shot this year, so it'll be the first, or excuse me, Zloka's a 70% foul shooter. I was looking at Zeke Kears. First of 2, no good from Zloka. Who's so far in the ball game, 4 points. Lick Ito, 16 points, 4 boards. Perotti on the bench, 15 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. For Canyons, Orbach with 17, Perez with 10. Orbach now back-to-back games with 10 or more points. He's played 20 or more minutes in 5 games this year that he has scored 10 or more points in. They turn it over, Duke Canyons, that time. 65-49 the score. The Canyons just can't get themselves really any closer. Ito nearly traveled. Good job to keep his plant foot down. Foley underneath. Cornelius couldn't swat it away as the little shot from Petchel didn't fall, but the rebound for Zloka there. He puts it back in, so we're right back to an 18-point advantage. Webb works it to Cornelia, or to Chapman, excuse me. Chapman, top of the key, trying to drive against Ito. Howard Fisher wanted a foul, didn't get it called. Orbach now going to get it on Ito this time. And it'll get Orbach to the line for a pair of foul shots. It'll be just the second foul on Shinichi Ito. Shinichi Ito, excuse me. First of 2 from Orbach. First is good. Orbach with 18 now. 2 off the season high. Back-to-back solid performances from him today, this week. Misses on the second. Foley. Good pass into the corner. Ito all time to take a three, missed it. Offensive rebound for Cuesta as Petchel pulled it down and puts it in. Back to a 19-point advantage here. Canyons on a turnover. Zigel coming back in to take over for Donovan Chapman. An offensive foul called against Cuesta. Away from the basketball on Petchel. Not a shooting foul since it's an offensive foul. This one will be, though, as Petchel picks up his third. Zigel will go to the line for two. Lad Zigel, 45% foul shooter, 5 of 11 on the season. We'll get a look here. Misses on the first. Zigel misses both, so empty that time. Sloka on the other side. Euro step is good. 21-point lead right now. 5:18 to go. And with the suffocating Cuesta defense right now that has held opponents under 62 points in all 6 wins, right now on pace to do that again and pick up their 7th. As Canyons, another miss. A foul underneath the basket on Waiters will send Canyons to the line. It'll be Cornelius that'll be the shooter. Foul goes against Sloka, his third. Canyons again has drawn over 22 fouls in a ball game. Has not worked out to their advantage though today, just 4 of 12 from 3. And 17 of 37 from the floor. Look at the other side for Cuesta. Cuesta, 58 offensive possessions today. They are 29 of 58. Of offensive shots, we should say. Not even offensive possessions, just shots. Canyons has turned the ball over 19 times. And that right now is the overwhelming difference in the ball game. The number of offensive looks that Cuesta has had, the number of times Canyons has turned the ball away. Three-second violation. So Canyons gets a stop. Rossi in for Petchel. Final 4:20 here of the ball game. 19-point Cuesta advantage. Cornelius, a jumper, no. Cuesta with their 34th rebound to just 21 for Canyons today. A plus 13 margin, and they get another offensive bucket as Loca inside to Corbin Rossi. And a foul will put Webb at the line. Webb this season, as we said, 80% foul shooter, goes to the line, misses the first. We've done that twice to Stacy. We apologize. He's 0 for 3 from the line now. Brody will come back in to take over for Waiters. Likely for the final 3:52 with his 4 fouls. Kyron Gates coming in to take over for Donovan Cornelius as Wilson and Ziegel went to the bench. Pitts and Perez back in. Lead is 20 here, Gates. Sends it to Webb on the far side. Orbach a 3, no good. Rossi skies and rips it down. Cuesta will go into a half-court offense and likely just run out time here as much as they possibly can. Gates trying to cover Safoli tight. Safoli trying to back him off, now works off the Perotti screen. Canyons wants to switch back. Ito will put up a 3 that's short. Perotti has his 10th board and has a double-double. 17 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. 3 assists off a triple-double today. Give him his 4th double-double of the season. And he gets a steal for good measure. Takes it away from Orbach. His 2nd steal. He gets another finish on the other side. Howard Fisher calls a timeout with 2:30 to go. 77-53. Cuesta leading Canyons. Come back into Lee Smelser court inside the Cougar cage out of the timeout. Cuesta with a 77-53 lead. Cuesta emptying the bench right now. As they've got Aries, Hinson on the floor along with Kears to go along with Rossi and Zloka. Canyons going to get themselves to the line. They've got Bryce Jenkins into the game for the first time today. Look at the upcoming schedule for Canyons. They're at home against LA City a week from yesterday. So on Friday the 13th against LA City College. They're on the road against Rio Hondo on the 18th and then back at home on the 27th and the 28th for the Cougar Holiday Classic to close out their 2024 portion of the season. For Cuesta on the other side, they go out to start their last couple of tournament runs here. They go to the Santa Barbara City College Classic, where they'll take on Long Beach on the 12th at 1 p.m. and then games on the 13th and the 14th as a part of the LBC or the SBCC Classic, and then the Allen Hancock Holiday Classic on the 29th and the 30th, where they'll play Palo Verde and Shasta at 1 p.m. on the 29th and the 30th to finish out their 2024 portion. Each team will have one non-conference game against a WSC crossover opponent. Canyons will play Pierce, where Cuesta will play Glendale, and then they'll start their conference seasons. For Canyons, they'll start with Antelope Valley. For Cuesta, they'll start with Allen Hancock. Alexander Martinez into the game with 1:52 to go. So Canyons starting to empty the bench as well. Jenkins with a rebound. JRB Brown out there. Came off the bench. He goes back to work. Missed on a shot, had it blocked. Gates will pick it back up. Now Jenkins trying to drive. Will kick back to Perez. Perez, the lone starter on the floor for Canyons. Got to the basket but couldn't finish. Cuesta back the other way. Tried to dump it underneath the Keers. And then Canyon's going to get called for a foul as JRB Brown ran over Aries, the lone Santa Clarita player on Cuesta from Valencia High School. Castaic native. Only his third game of the season. Nigel Proverbs into the game for the first time today. Playing for his first time in the last 4. Only his third appearance of the season as well, as the bench is fully empty here with $1:18 to go. McNamee coming in, taking over for Rossi here. Jaden Aries makes the first. Second is good as well. So Cuesta running away, 79-53. Martinez nearly got the finish. Instead, he'll go to the line here for 2 shots. For Canyons right now, this is their lowest output of the season. They lost to Cerritos 67-58. That was their lowest score before this. For Cuesta right now, back-to-back games, holding opponents low, although Canyons adding a couple from Martinez. Cuesta held Cabrillo to 48 points. Canyons at 55 here. 60 seconds to go in the ball game. For Martinez, a 66% foul shooter. It's 2 points, matches his season average. Aries didn't get the first one, draws the foul, and will go to the line. 46.3 to go. Pretty easy win, all things considered, for Cuesta. The defense excellent today again, as they hold their opponent down in below the 60-point mark for now. They held Canyons to 17 of 40 shooting from the floor, 4 of 13 from 3, 17 of 27 from the line. Canyons above their season average from the floor, but well below it from the three-point line as Proverbs pulls down a rebound. There's Proverbs now trying to put one up off the window, no good. Final 25 here. Cuesta will hold on to it and run out the final few seconds. They'll take it 80-55 over Canyons, as they improve to 7-3 on the year. For the Cougars, they fall to 2-7 in a disappointing performance. I guess the good news for Canyons is about a week from today, they get to try and do it again against Los Angeles City College as they'll go back to work. That'll do it for us here on the broadcast. We thank you for joining us. We hope to see you next week for both of our games. Women's basketball back in action on Tuesday against Desert. Men's basketball back in action on Friday against LA City College. Have a good rest of your weekend, everybody.